Sir, hello, sir. He's come. He's come. Okay. Hey, आता करा sir hello. Good afternoon, sir. Sir, Madam Maria Miranda, she is headmistress at Government High School, Morpilla Kepe, and this year's best teacher award in headmistress category of Government of Officiating Principal Dr. Jojan Matthew. She is president of Internal Complaint Cell of our college. Blanche is secretary. She is Hani Babu, assistant professor. Akshata Samar, assistant. A very good afternoon, dear all. Respected Chief Guest, Madam Maria Morena Miranda, Dr. Jojan Matthew, officiating principal of our college, Mrs. Neha Deshpande, President of Internal Complaint Cell, Secretary of ICC, Mrs. Blanche, and the members, and my dear students. Today, we celebrate International Women's Day. It is said by United Nations, the theme for this year is Choose to Challenge. Let us all celebrate this day by choosing to challenge in life, and we can say that life is all about peace of mind, and peace of mind is all about never mind. A very good afternoon to all, and wish you all a happy International Women's Day. To begin with, let me invite Mrs. Neha Deshpande, the President of Internal Complaint Cell of GVM's Dr. Dada Vaidya College of Education, to welcome you all.
A very good afternoon to one and all. On behalf of GVM's Dr. Dada Vaidya College of Education, I, Presiding Officer of Internal Complaint Committee, Mrs. Neha Deshpande, welcomes you all for the celebration of International Women's Day. It's my honor to welcome the special invitee of the day, Mrs. Morena Miranda, who has been kind enough to accept our invitation to address our women employees and students of the on this day. Every day should be celebrated as Women's Day. However, to honor their achievements, the United Nations announced 8th March as an International Women's Day. Also, it is the day to acknowledge their courage of breaking their rigid stereotype and coming out of as strong, powerful women. This year, Women's Day theme is Choose to Challenge, which means that every individual is responsible for our own action and thoughts. The theme further elaborates that from challenge comes change. One can call out gender bias and inequality to seek out and celebrate the achievements of women. Together, we all can create an inclusive world. I welcome you all and wish you happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Madam, for welcoming all. It's an honor for all of us. We are recognized today. We have to be aware about each other today, and we have to be choosing to challenge so that we can help each other to grow. Thank you very much. May I now invite the officiating principal, Dr. Jojan Matthew, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all. Chief guest for today's program, Mrs. Maria Murina Miranda, President of Internal Complaints Committee, Mrs. Neha Deshpande, Secretary, Mrs. Blanche, all the faculty members, and my dear students. We have already heard that the theme for this year is Choose to Challenge. And when we challenge, there will be change. It's a very beautiful theme for this year's Women's Day celebration. As we all know that this great day is celebrated every year on March 8th. And the purpose of this is to celebrate the achievements of great women, not only around the world, but I would say that women who contributed to each one of our lives. I think this day is a very special day in our life, and it helps us to remember all those great women who contributed in our life, starting with our mother, sisters, our primary teacher, who told us that this is not the way that you have to write, this is the way you have to write. See, if you look back and see that how many people have contributed, I can tell you that the number will be not men, it will the women who have contributed greatly in each one of our life. So we, on this day, remember the achievements of great women, and also we look back and see that how they contributed to our life. And on this day, I think we need to think of the disparities and imbalances in our society. When we see the sex ratio, of course, it is better in urban areas compared to rural areas. I think it may be because of education. It may be because of the awareness that has been created. So this day we need to create awareness. We need to educate that God created man and woman equal. I believe it. There is no need for any discrimination. Jesus Christ was a master teacher. Once a woman was brought to him who was caught in adultery. And those days that Jewish law demanded that such people should be stoned to death. So what did the great teacher, Jesus Christ, say? He said that those who do not have sin, let him throw the first stone. And everybody departed. I just pointed out this story because the blame games goes on. People will never think about their fault, but they will point out mistakes on others. So this particular day, let us remember all those who have contributed, especially the women who contributed in each one of our life. Maybe sometime we may have offended such people with our words, with our actions, with our attitude, and we need to say sorry to them also on this day. We see there are many imbalances in our society when it comes to the property, when it comes to, I am not telling all the statistics, but we all know about it. We need to change. The change will come when we challenge. So let this day be a day that we will really appreciate the work of the great things that women did in each one of our life. And let us pledge that there will not be any disparity in our home. There will not be any disparity in our college. There will not be any disparity in any of the places where we work between men and women. I wish all of you a happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Principal, for that beautiful address to all our students and to the women folk. For sure, we are going to challenge and be better in our life. Thank you very much. Let me now invite Mrs. Hani Babu, Assistant Professor in our college, to give a floral welcome to our Chief Guest, Madam Mrs. Maria Miranda. I request Akshata ma'am to give a floral welcome to our officiating principal, Sir Dr. Jojan Matthew. Let me invite Mrs. Hani Babu ma'am to give a floral welcome to the President, Mrs. Neha Deshpande. A special welcome to the Secretary, Madam Mrs. Blanche, because she keeps all the records. I invite Mrs. Akshita to give a floral welcome to her. Thank you very much. Floral welcome is done, and now it's time to invoke God's name. So let us all light the lamp and begin with our program. Let me invite our chief guest, Madam Mrs. Maria Miranda, our principal, Dr. Jojan Matthew, the president, Mrs. Neha Deshpande, and the secretary, Mrs. Blanche Fernandez, to light the lamp and let us begin this day with good note.
All of you can come.
Three
Three are there. Come, please come. All three of you can.
A photo here. You can take it. Please come up. Take a photo here. Madam,
Can go together.
Rukma, just take a photo now. Okay. Sir, ma'am, Akshita, this side, there is this here. Okay. So come. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, dignitaries. It's time to know about the resource person who is going to talk to you all. Let me invite Mrs. Gority Falcao, the coordinator of Extension Department, to introduce to us the chief guest and the speaker for the day.
Madam Maria Morena Miranda, Headmistress of Government High School, Morpila. She has a long number of years of teaching experience, 33 long years, teaching physics and science. She has taught at Guardian Angel High School, Kurshare as an assistant teacher, Dr. T. B. Kunya High Secondary, Panjim, Government High Secondary, Kankon, Multipurpose High Secondary, Kankon as a grade 1 teacher, and now as a headmistress at Government High School, Morpila. She has been awarded the Goa State Best Teachers Award in the Headmistress category. South Indian Women Achievers Award for Education. She has also been awarded the Education Icon Award by KITES Shikshak Vikas Award, felicitated by Directorate of Education, TLSCC, KEPE, Rajhans and PTA for getting 100% results. She has also won the 3rd place at the state level for her essay on wetlands and biodiversity. During her stint, she has introduced different innovative ideas for raising the quality of education, like online classes, remote learning, art integrated learning using drama, dialogues, songs, role play to make learning joyful, peer-to-peer learning, and use of ICT. She has provided a lot of support to other schools in preparing low-cost teaching aids, lesson plans, trackers to to help them to rise to the next level under Shala Siddhi. More than a science teacher, Marina has been a friend who breaks down so many barriers that exist between students and teachers. A MSc B.Ed and hailing from Asolna village, Marina has been working for the upliftment of tribal students in the most remote village, Morpila, in Kepe Taluka. In fact, the school has done tremendous progress under her leadership. When she first joined Morpila School, she saw the eagerness in the eyes of the students to learn. These students are mostly first-generation learners who don't attend any coaching classes and depend fully on the teachers. The school has achieved 100% SSC results for 5 years, and it was a challenging task to achieve the results in May 2020, with 54 students in SSC and faced with lockdown due to COVID-19, but the headmistress and the teachers all rose to the occasion and visited houses of weaker students to guide them and achieve 100% results. Under her guidance, Master Gangesh Velip attended Sakurna Science program in Japan. One student won 10,000 at national level for poster competition on ozone for life. 2 students won 5,000 each at national level for essay and poster. 2 students won Inspire in Award for rupees 10,000 each for their science projects. Students passed national talent and science talent examinations, won district level science projects, and lot of prizes at taluka and district level in various competitions like poster, craft, slogan writing, etc. The school won Swachha Vidyalaya Puraskar at the district level. 10 projects made it to the final of Goa's Young Youth Innovators Award. In sports too, the school is shining under her guidance and are champs at the state level in Kho-Kho, Kabaddi, 3rd place at the state level in volleyball, district champs in yoga, rope skipping, tug of war, etc. She has attended Nishta training conducted by NCERT Delhi and trained nearly 700 teachers as key resource person in maths and school-based assessment. She took initiative and took students on educational tours Besides this, she has initiated various programs to safeguard the environment and keep the village clean. She has also had road safety programs, anti-tobacco programs, Fit India movement, etc. She works to save water under Jal Shakti Abhiyan and to say no to single-use plastic. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am, to this program, and over to you. The floor is all yours. Thank you.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome. Let me wish all the lovely ladies out there a happy Women's Day. Today is your day to celebrate your achievement, to dream high and to achieve them. I'm touched and I'm happy to be here. In fact, I had another function, but when I was offered something educational, I decided to take up this first because I like to go where there are children. And now I know there are youngsters who are going to be teachers of the next generation. Wherever there are teachers, we have to make a difference. And today, on Women's Day, the topic is very, very nice. I welcome you to my presentation. Dear friends, not that I know everything, but I am here to share what little I have achieved and what I have learned in my journey of 33 years. Because everywhere I learned, I picked up the good points because I believe in giving. When you give, there is always maximum happiness. And I want all these young teachers who are going to pass out from this institution to give the best to their students. To the world, you are a teacher, but for your students, you are a star. What a lovely saying. You are watched by your students all the time. So you are a star to your student. You know, teachers do everything they can to try and get everyone involved. The teachers also have challenges. They love what they do because they know they are making a difference in the student's life. They see, what do the students see? The students see their teachers. They feel that the teachers are perfect. So the students are very, very confident. Sometimes they observe the teacher so minutely, they will say, this teacher is always smiling and I have never seen her without a smile. So remember, teachers, the students are observing you daily and are always going to learn from you. And our great teachers do it all. Age doesn't matter, language doesn't matter, and subject doesn't matter. We are teachers teaching from kindergarten to high school to college level. But what greatly depends is how you teach your subject. Their job does not end. You know, our job does not end with the school timing. Our lives are taken to the household. In the house, they will discuss about us. They will say, this teacher did like this, that teacher did like that. So, although standing in front of the classroom is a huge part of a teacher's responsibility, but we are there in their families and in their community. To teach is to touch a life forever. Even if you teach for a few months, a child will remember you forever. Teachers are in a unique position. We have direct impact on the students. Teachers can see their work in action, see the changes they affect, and in doing so, they see firsthand their goals coming to fruition. No matter what the goals are, they can be summed up in simple words. You want to help, you want to make a difference, then there are many ways, and one of them is being a teacher. Teachers aspire, inspire. Okay, they learn, they inspire, they help the children to learn, and they bring a positive change. What do the students look? The students look at a teacher as some to something total of wisdom, full of experiences, kindness, discipline, an intellectual and spiritual guide. A teacher will guide her students with the purest intention. And what does a teacher wants? A teacher wants her students to fly. That is our main thing. Inspired teachers are the building blocks of a good education system. An inspired teacher links the individual goals of the student to the society and national goals. It is also said that teachers need to adopt to new methods and technology to create modern and effective approaches to learning. Now you can see two pictures. Okay, this one is in our Indian school and one is my students taking part at Science Innovators competition. See, the students look with hope. 10 projects got selected. Why? Because the students were inspired by the teachers. And among all the government schools in Goa, Government High School Morpila was the only school to reach the finals. Why? You need to work hard. It is not only the school time that matters. More timing, lot of extra time is required to coach the students. So you need to inspire students, have faith in your students. We educate. Compared to Western countries, see the different children, they have lot of facilities and our Indian children do not have facilities. But we still educate, we still manage in spite of these hurdles. Let us watch one video here. To them. You drink water, you drink milk, you drink medicine. So drink is an action, and that's why drink is a verb. So I'm going, I go. What is that? Action. So going is a verb. And I am with you, that is why I say. Again, go. So again I'm going. Okay, go. So now what did you see, dear friends, in the video? We don't have the facilities, but still we educate. The pandemic has affected us so much. You have seen in the video, we go to the houses. Why? In spite of the difficult condition, we need to educate the children. There is no board. There are no desks for the children. The children are sitting on the floor. But still we take our aids and we go. And our children, I must say, they think that their teachers are the biggest star. The minute even on a phone, if we tell them, "Bhai, you study science," they will study science. It is a family and it is an interaction between children and the teachers that makes the school a good one. A great teacher should love educating students. And one of the principal goals of many teachers set for themselves is to be the best educator. And the best way you must impart knowledge to your students is to ensure that they understand not only concepts but practical applications. There are different methods you can use to teach. And while your teaching style is unique, A teacher will be different from B teacher, definitely. But don't forget, your duty is to motivate, engage, inspire the students. Many people teach out of passion for their subject. If you truly love your subject, you will have a desire to teach their subject. You will find education system is facing lot of challenges. Whatever may be the reason, a teacher can do nothing if you do not educate. So it is very, very important that you educate the children, impart good knowledge, the knowledge that will last for a lifetime. This is the word you need to cut. Always see that you try to cut the T and change it from you can't to you can. And once you do it, children will have it fixed in their mind that they can. I will give you this example of my student, a tribal student. He passed his SSC and he topped in SSC, and what did he get? He got a chance to go to Japan. Not even the teachers, but he got. Such a star he became in the village because he believed in his teachers. Whatever the teachers inspired, and he was very much impressed and he followed the instructions. Everywhere I go, I show his picture because for tribal, for generation learner to reach Japan, it's a big achievement. Look at this picture, my dear friends. This is a picture of my student who didn't know even to upload for the competition. And it is the teachers who helped the child to upload. And this picture won her a prize of rupees 10,000, first prize at national level. Who would ever think that a child from a village, okay, whose parents are not educated, can make it to national level? It is only teachers who can guide them, who can inspire them, and can put in their mind that there is only you can. We are the teachers who have to cut the alphabet T and put in their mind, you can. Let's watch another video, my dear friends. So if you are having problem, we'll watch the video later. No video.
Have shown the video.
The digestive system consists of the mouth. They investigate our food. From there, the food passes to the esophagus. From the esophagus, the food is stored in the stomach. From the stomach, it passes to small intestine. From small intestine, the food passes to the large intestine. And from large intestine, after absorption of water, the food goes out. Undigested food goes out to the anus. This is the liver. So what is it, children? What is this? Pancreas. And here? And here? Making sugar. Making sugar. Small intestine. What is the function? Absorption of food. What is large intestine doing? Very good. Okay, absorption of water. Now the food is stored in the stomach. Okay, there it will mix with the gastric juice. And liver will secrete a juice that is called as bile. Okay, liver will secrete. Now, dear teachers, what did you see in the video? No classroom. See, we have to adapt. A teacher only can do this. How are we learning? In a bus. Because we have no option during pandemic time. And our children, any child for that case, are very eager to learn. So you have to adapt to the change. That is also very, very important. Here I would like to share, here two students made it to the national. One in essay and one in the poster competition. See, what is there? We believe in our children. Make your children develop confidence in you. Teachers seek to inspire students in all aspects of their lives. And for many teachers, their greatest goal is to be a role model. I'm sure you must be remembering your teachers. Even I remember my teacher. So same way, the children will always think you as a role model. A role model is someone who inspires and encourages students to strive to greatness and teaches them through experience and commitment. Let's not go fully in detail. I have written lots, but let's come only to the main points. A great teacher can get students reading, inspire passion for languages, make maths very easy, fun, turn history lessons into fun. That is, a teacher is possible to do anything. And a teacher only can mold the future of the students because a student looks at a teacher as their star. So teachers have different roles to play. You are a leader, you are a role model, you are a mentor, you are a coach, or you are an advisor. Besides that, there are plenty. Each role is taken depending on the situation you face. Now, what do we gain while we teach? Remember, we also learn. Teaching is one of those careers where you learn something new every day. And many educators cite this as one of the things they hope to get out of their career. Education you attain to become a teacher. Now all of you are learning to become teachers. Opens your eyes to many things you may never have been exposed to before. You are pursuing a degree in education. that will teach you so much about yourself and pedagogy, methodology, etc. You learn how people learn, but while you teach, you will learn from experience. No matter what you teach, your knowledge will deepen and expand as you teach. Then there's the question of the teacher credentialing process. No, you don't worry. As you grow with experience, you will become the best teacher. Teacher learns best by studying, doing. You will do all this and reflecting, and by collaborating with other teachers. This part is very, very important. You have to learn from your senior teachers. They have not become perfect in 1 or 2 years. We are all in the learning process. Teachers also learn a great deal about themselves through teaching. You will know that teaching requires you to step out of yourself. Sometimes you have to adjust to other heads. There are your principles. You have to adjust. They go on changing. You have to adjust. But it is better you understand how to communicate effectively and always think that the student is first. You are here, you will be here tomorrow and in future only because of students. Many teachers says that the lesson they learn from their own students are the ones that make the job very satisfying. Whenever our children do well, that happiness is different. Change. We have all changed during this pandemic. We were not technology friendly, but we became technology friendly. So according to the demand, we need to change. And you will find ambitious teachers are the ones who enter the career to make the change. And this change will have a positive effect on the students. The student will look at you. They will admire you. So everything the child looks at you, thinks that you are perfect. You are a perfect teacher. They make it their own goal to help improve the quality of education. We are all working to improve the quality of education. You may have master's degree. Tomorrow you may go on and do your PhD. All this qualification will help you to improve your level. When a teacher says their goal is to make difference, that is what they mean. And you have to work to make a difference in the life of your students. See, these are some of the changes we have experienced. Now, because of pandemic, everyone going online, mobile. We go to the village because it is very difficult sometimes for them to come online. We have shifted our library because it is pointless keeping the books. You have to adapt to the change. Our car goes every week with books for the students. We go to the village to create awareness. You may educate the children in any form. So the children wait for you. The children are so eager to meet their teacher. So because they think you are the brightest star in their life. See, this is what pandemic has made us. And not only us, it is there common in almost most of the villages you will find. We drive, we sit in the balcony of our students. Okay, they don't have anything. Sometimes they sit on the steps, but the children adapt. Now, which are the teacher's strength? All of us are gifted with strength, and we have to use our strength. I'm not going to discuss all the strengths. Few which I feel the children are observing. Whenever the children are observing these strengths, you have to make the best use of it. One is, can you make out here who is the headmistress, who is the teacher, who is the clerk? No. One is unity. All teachers must collaborate. Teachers must have a good unity. There should be no difference. Unity is a must among teachers. See, united, we have traveled many places. What is there? Unity among us, collaboration. We all decide, and that decision is after put into practice. So main thing is collaboration. When we work together, we create better learning experience. Teachers' collaboration positively impacts students' achievement and allows us as educators to explore wide things. Then students' collaboration is there. Sometimes two schools collaborate, especially if it's a government school, we need the help of private schools. Now here in this picture, we are supported by Manuvika school. They have the best of facilities. So when my children want to do a project, I can send them there. This is called collaboration. You share your ideas, you share your resources, and then only the children can develop well. My parents often tell me that the children feel loved. Love is something the child, a teacher must give to the children. I'm proud that the school has scored 100% results for 5 times. But we have all made our homework. In the beginning of the year only, we make it very clear to our parents what we expect from the children. But at the same time, as teachers, we have to be very alert. See which child is struggling. It may be financially struggling. Sometimes some children will not get the tiffin. Those are small things. But you cannot leave a child hungry if you are taking an extra class. And if you make these small differences, then for them you are a star. You have touched their lives. And that is how the children will look at you. Order. Order is one thing which is very important in a classroom. Make the rules very clear. The rules in your classroom will define the way it runs. Be fair. Don't make any differences. And there are many variety of classroom management techniques that you will learn in your theory. Technology skills. I always love technology. I have learned a lot of, even at this age, I have learned. And I share whatever I learn, I share with my teachers. There are few technology like sending email, okay, Google Meet, all those, or keyboard shortcuts. These are the things a teacher must learn. Why? Otherwise, the student knows better than us, okay? Then we are learning from the students. You must not show that you don't know. Keep yourself up. Update yourself regularly. And with countless online resources, technology can help you improve teaching. Teachers can use different online resources and make your subjects very easy. When you're making it very easy, the students are very happy. They develop interest. They love the teacher. They say this teacher is a big star for them. Use technology. Creativity. Foster creativity in teaching by mixing things up and now and then. Change your lessons. Okay, the way you present. Don't make the lesson the same every day. Take them out. There is environmental lesson. Take them out. But ask the children also to interact. That is very important. A creative teacher must be the source of experience that will develop personality, get students' fear out. Especially in the villages, you will find public speaking is last. They don't want to talk. Why? Because beside their village, they have not been out. So these things you have to be very creative. All the teachers must develop creativity. Weaknesses. We are all human. Not that I am a perfect teacher. No, I also have weaknesses. So we have to see what are our weaknesses. Each one of us have weaknesses. I accept my weaknesses. If my junior teachers also tell me, Madam, you missed this point, I accept. That is the greatest thing a teacher must have. If a teacher makes mistake, you should be ready to correct yourself. Correct yourself, not because she's a junior and correcting you. It is because of the students you are correcting yourself. You want to give the best to the students. I will discuss only very few. Perfection. We all want to be a perfect teacher. But I am saying, when your students, your parents, your neighbors are not perfect, how can you be a perfect teacher? No, we cannot be a perfect teacher because we are all human. But whatever we are not perfect, we must try to improve. So don't expect perfection from your own self. We will try to improve ourselves wherever we have shortcomings. And whenever you improve, that is one of the best quality a teacher has. Take a moment to imagine your favorite teacher. All of you as a student must have experienced a favorite teacher. Even I have experienced. I remember those days. Those were in 80s when I was studying. And I was studying in a village school, not in a high-tech school. And I remember my English teacher coming very stylish. She was a star for us. Why? Because she was always well-dressed, everything matching earrings, everything. And we, all the children, all the students, used to wait to see what she would wear next day. And we used to call her Hema Malini. I am sure those were the days. But till today, we remember her because we considered her as our star. Because in that village, it was 87, 88, those years, 80s, it was very remote. So I am sure all of you must be having, some of you must be saying, I have a teacher who had a good writing. See, you have a star teacher. Some of you must be saying, that P. Sir who gave us extra time to play. So P. Sir became a star teacher. Why? He was very generous to give you extra time to play. So like this, you will have, someone will say, my drawing teacher was best. Someone will say, maths, I like maths subject because of so-and-so maths teacher. So that is how you become, the students consider you as their star. Ego. Ego is inversely proportional to knowledge. The more knowledge you gain, the less is the ego. Do you know what I credit my most successful shining teacher moment? The other teachers around me. I cannot grow myself. And remember, you also cannot grow alone. It is all around you. You may be the head, okay, or you may be the subordinate. It is a teamwork. So whenever you grow, you don't grow alone. You grow with your teachers. Now, why do you grow with your teachers? See, my dear friends, the students are looking at all the teachers. Suppose A is a 90% perfect teacher. Then they are expecting B also to be 90% perfect teacher. So someone is not less, you help them to grow, improve. And I feel everyone must improve and give the best to the child. So keep on growing and improving your practice. It's a passion, and all the students will consider that every teacher is a star of theirs. Fear of public speaking. You think I was perfect in public speaking? No. I come from not a very good English school. Secondly, English is not my subject. I am physics person. And you will just wonder, how am I talking? I said, every time I want to share knowledge, I kept positive attitude. I pictured myself as a very successful person. And I kept on rehearsing. Very, very important is to keep on practicing. You will gain confidence. Same confidence you must develop in your children. Very, very important to develop in your children. No one. So what is that fear? That fear gets created why? because sometimes the to public places. So that fear is there. It is our duty, teachers, to bring them up. And when you do so, and when they speak in a large gathering, you will find that they think that this teacher is responsible, and that's why they will consider you as a star. Certain small things that you make will make you a star teacher. Lack of technology. We have all experienced this. For many of India's teachers, online classes during lockdown has been a terrible experience. Coping with internet, and then no power supply, no internet. These are the things. But certain things we have to bear. You cannot close the schools. Learning must never stop. It can be in any form. It can be by sharing of books. It can be by sharing of messages. But technology is something that we need to develop. And if we are like the old teachers, we need to develop more because children have to gain knowledge, whether it's lockdown or not. Now let us see what the achievers have to say about their teachers. It is not only we who consider, there are many. You know this heroine? All of you must be knowing. Okay, it is your time, heroine. Let's see what she has to say, Deepika. Deepika was shy and had problems focusing. Thanks to her teachers, she has become a household name today. What she says, I learned to fight back because of the teachers. There is a difference, she said, between being respectful and doormat. Doormat, she said, that is what her teachers told. Her teachers taught her to deal with problems by facing them. Teachers instill confidence in them, in her, and today she is a big star. Let's go further. Your favorite, my dear friends, Shah Rukh Khan. Let's see what he got to say. He says his teacher made him Bazigar. I would have been just another spoiled brat if his teacher, Barry John, didn't help him, okay, to hone his talent, he says. He was a serious student in school, but he was not working hard towards a goal. His sir gave him the much needed direction. So he thinks that this sir is a star for him. He is one of the greatest stars, Shah Rukh Khan, but his teacher is still a bigger star for him. This footballer, let's see what he has to say. He said he lacked focus. See, they are specifying which teacher. My biology teacher, Leonard, used to teach us to focus, he said, in sports and academics equally. See how, even though they are superstars now, they remember their teachers as stars. Every household name, you must be knowing her, Renuka. Let's see. She said she loved maths and physics, started loving because of her sir, who taught her maths and physics when she was in class 9. She was very poor in this subject, but the way he taught helped her to get better percentage. His way of teaching brought about a change in her perspective towards this subject. Now, what makes you a star teacher? Okay. Persistence, positive values about student learning, the ability to adapt, very, very important, the ability to adapt. Today you are here, you must be having good facilities. Tomorrow you may be in a different school, but you need to adapt. You have to adapt to each and every school that you go. An encouraging approach to students classified as at risk. Now, great teachers form strong relationship with their students. and show how much they care about them. Great teachers are warm, caring. Teachers with these qualities are here to stay, will stay after school and make themselves available for students and parents. A teacher should be such that even at night, if a child sends a question, the teacher must not go to sleep without answering. Any doubt in the child's mind should be cleared. Then only you become a star teacher. It is said, he who can does, and he who cannot teaches. They think that the teaching profession is the easiest of all. No, my dear friends. Have you not heard people saying about the perks? They will say sixth pay, seventh pay about teachers. This, this money is not anything. It is how much work the teachers are putting in. Our work doesn't end with your classroom timing. You have to work so much after school. You are always checking their assignments, making lot of lesson plans, collecting resources. You are deciding which is the best practice for which level. Development are all a part of teacher's routine. So that's what just a part of teacher's job looks like. Not that teachers are free. People think, oh, they get holidays. No, teachers are also thinking what to plan in those holidays. So we teachers are not, we teachers are with devotion. We are here for a cause, for the children. We are used to caring about the social, emotional well-being of students. Always check for anxiety, depression, very, very important. See if any child is quiet, depression, bullying, or aggression. Bullying is slowly entering all the schools. We have to guide our children because at that age, we teachers only can make a difference. So please, all the time be alert. And see, success comes, my dear teachers. Plenty of success come, but you have to work for it. What is important is unity among teachers. Do make the little difference in the life of each child, and the child will consider you always as a star. Yeah, I will take just 2 minutes to show you some videos. Yeah. Open now and see what is there. What is there on your mind? What? Pluto. Mercury. Very good. You. Neptune. So what are these? Some of the planets. Okay. On which planet we live? Earth. Very good. We live on Earth. Now let us see. Have you seen this? Oh, very good. I'm going to open it. What can you see now? See? Layers. Same way, the earth also has layers. Can you see the earth, layers of the earth? The layers of the earth, the top, outer, then inner, inner, and it will right down. Okay? So I'm going to try this. Let's see the magic. Let's learn the name now. The outermost is the crust. Very good. Then focus, mantle. Then outer core. Outer core. Very good. Let's move. Technical. Inner core. Okay. So the different layers are. One more time you say. Outer is crust. Right, crust? Yeah. Then
Last. Thank you. Yeah, last. That's why I kept videos last. He was having problem.
Now see, my dear teachers, this picture is giving you a good impression. You must be saying we have the best of facilities. But no, we are state champ without a ground. So how are the children playing there? We are playing in the fields. So this is the adaptation you need to make. And I hope I could convince you, give you some positive points. And as you are on the threshold of your career, young teachers, I wish you all the very best. Go out and shine. Here, I would like to take this opportunity to thank your principal, Sir Matthew, for inviting me to share my thoughts about teaching. And remember, to the world you may be a teacher, but to your students be a star. To Madam too for inviting me here. And I'm sure I wish you all the very best and thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am, Maria Miranda, for such lovely presentation and sharing the experience with us. I'm sure all the students have got lot of knowledge, lot of information to become a star teacher of their students. It was lovely having you, madam, over here, and our students must have got lot of knowledge from this presentation. Now I invite the Secretary of Internal Complaints Cell, Mrs. Blanche Fernandez, to propose vote of thanks. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, one and all, and a very happy International Women's Day. It's my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on the celebration of International Women's Day organized by the Internal Complaints Committee of the GVM's Dr. Dada Vaidya College of Education, Farmagudi, Ponda, Goa. First and foremost, a special word of appreciation and thanks to today's speaker, Mrs. Maria Morena Miranda, Best Teacher Awardee 2020, Government of Goa, for eagerly accepting our invitation in spite of her busy schedule to address our students and staff. We thank you immensely, ma'am, for having enlightened us on the topic. To the world, you are a teacher, but to your students, you are a star, and making us all shining star teachers. It was indeed a pleasure having you with us to celebrate this International Women's Day. Thank you once again. Our thanks to our officiating principal, Dr. Jojan Matthew, for his constant guidance and motivation. I would also like to thank Ma'am Karuna Satardekar for having taken the initiative to plan, organize, and compare this celebration. Finally, a big thank you to the students of B.Ed, M.Ed, Pre-Primary Teacher Training Program, staff of the college, and all the members of the Internal Complaints Committee for participating in today's celebration. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and wish you all happy International Women's Day. You may leave the meeting now. Thank you so much. Ma'am, please come. Yeah.